Princess Charlene and Prince Albert of Monaco dazzled under the opulent sky of a proud and unified nation, standing side by side as a beacon of devotion, unity, and strength on Monaco's most sacred celebration, National Day. Their joint presence didn't just captivate their citizens, it sent a message that reverberated far beyond the principality's borders. On this grandest of days, all eyes were on the royal couple, and what they witnessed was nothing short of a royal resurgence, a picture of solidarity reborn and resilience redefined. In a world where royal marriages are scrutinized, debated, and often sensationalized, Princess Charlene and Prince Albert chose to step into the light not just as Monaco's sovereign heads, but as symbols of enduring partnership. Their appearance was more than ceremonial, it was powerful, pointed, and full of symbolism. The soft glances, the steady hands, the synchrony in their movements, all painted a story that words alone could not tell. As they emerged onto the red-carpeted balcony of the prince's palace, Monaco paused. What followed was a stunning orchestration of tradition and tact, reminding the world that the House of Grimaldi is not only alive, it is thriving. Princess Charlene, dressed in a statuesque cream ensemble by Acris, stood tall with a regal elegance that channeled Monaco's storied past while subtly embracing its evolving future. Her tailored silhouette was complemented by a perfectly sculpted hat, a nod to classic Monegasque royal style. Her expression was composed, serene, but not distant. There was emotion behind her eyes, a softening of her features that revealed the true depth of the moment. She didn't simply arrive at the celebration, she made a statement of graceful resilience. Prince Albert, equally commanding in his military uniform adorned with the princely decorations of his office, exuded both strength and warmth. As he waved to the crowds lining the square below, his gestures bore the confident calm of a sovereign who understands the magnitude of his presence. For 20 years, Albert II has carried the weight of Monaco's legacy, and on this landmark National Day, it was clear he was not bearing it alone. Beside him stood a wife who has re-emerged not only with renewed purpose but with a deepened connection to her role, and to him. What makes this year's celebration especially captivating is the background against which it unfolded. The couple has faced whispers, rumors, and relentless speculation about the state of their marriage. From prolonged separations to Charlene's health battles, their private lives have been dissected across global tabloids and social feeds. Yet, none of that tension echoed in their public reunion. Instead, their synchronized steps, shared smiles, and steady togetherness gave birth to a new narrative, one of healing, renewal, and unity. The royal twins, Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, added a tender charm to the proceedings. Dressed immaculately in traditional attire, they mirrored the calm poise of their parents and waved eagerly to the adoring crowds. Their presence reminded the world that the legacy of Monaco is not only alive through its reigning monarchs, but flourishing through its next generation. Young, radiant, and well-guided, the twins appeared more grounded than ever, a reflection of the strength and serenity that now characterizes their family. Across the crowd gathered in the palace square, emotions were palpable. Loyal Monegasques who had followed the royal family for decades spoke in awe of the change in atmosphere. "It feels like the old Monaco," one elderly woman whispered through tears, holding a flag high. "We see our prince and princess like before, strong, united, and close to the people." That sentiment echoed through the plaza and across social media, where images and videos of the royal couple swept like wildfire. Comments flooded in from all corners of the globe. Admirers praised Charlene's regal rebirth and Albert's quiet steadfastness. Some even remarked how they hadn't seen such warmth from the couple since their wedding. The religious service at Monaco's Cathedral of Our Lady Immaculate was equally moving. As the couple entered, hands nearly brushing but never quite touching, the symbolism was striking. In a sacred space that has witnessed generations of royal milestones, Charlene and Albert appeared to be writing a new chapter, one founded not on spectacle but on sincerity. Charlene knelt in prayer with genuine contemplation, and Albert's respectful silence beside her spoke volumes. Together, they reminded everyone present that monarchy is not merely about appearances, but about continuity, faith, and dedication. The celebrations moved through Monaco's heart with parades, official ceremonies, and heartfelt interactions with citizens. Yet, even amidst the fanfare, the energy surrounding Charlene and Albert remained the focal point. Unlike previous years where Charlene's appearances were fleeting or marked by visible strain, this time she seemed present in every sense of the word. Her eyes scanned the crowd with interest, her smile reached her cheeks, and her interactions were natural, unscripted and real. As Albert leaned close to speak with her, there were moments when the world seemed to forget titles and politics. Here were two people, royal, yes, but also human, and unmistakably intertwined. International media quickly picked up on the emotional transformation. From Paris to New York, headlines asked, "Is this the Charlene we've been waiting for?" Others celebrated what they called the emotional return of Monaco's First Lady. For years, Princess Charlene's role had been overshadowed by personal battles and public scrutiny. Now, her emergence signaled more than recovery, it was a renaissance. And it was not just personal, it was deeply political, deeply symbolic, and deeply needed. Observers noted how every detail of the day seemed calibrated for harmony. From the unified color palettes worn by the family, to the carefully orchestrated balcony appearances, the message was clear: the Principality of Monaco is grounded, stable, and deeply committed to its people. In a time when many royal houses around the world are navigating crises, transitions, and internal discontent, Monaco's show of unity was refreshing. It wasn't loud, it didn't need to be. Its strength lay in its calm. One particularly emotional moment came as the royal family stood for the playing of Monaco's national anthem. Princess Charlene closed her eyes and placed her hand softly over her heart. Prince Albert glanced at her, then mirrored the gesture. Cameras caught the synchrony, and within minutes, the image was circulating online with thousands of shares and reactions. It was a moment that spoke volumes, a soft, almost imperceptible sign of emotional alignment between a couple that has weathered both storms and silence. Later in the day, during an intimate reception at the prince's palace, Charlene was seen engaging with guests with renewed energy. She laughed, she leaned in, she listened. These small moments, often dismissed in royal reporting, were the heart of the story. After years of uncertainty, here was a princess fully reclaiming her space, publicly and proudly. Prince Albert, ever the statesman, praised his wife during a private toast that was shared with select dignitaries. "Charlene has shown a courage that few can understand," he said, raising his glass to her. "Today, as we celebrate our nation, I celebrate her, for her strength, her loyalty, and her deep love for Monaco." The room reportedly burst into applause, and Charlene was seen wiping away a discreet tear. For those in attendance, it was a moment that confirmed what the world had hoped: this was no performance. It was real. The conclusion of the day saw the palace illuminated in brilliant shades of red and white, Monaco's proud colors, as fireworks lit up the Mediterranean sky. Standing on the palace balcony once again, Charlene and Albert waved to their people as husband and wife, prince and princess, partners in both ceremony and life. The twins clung to their hands, a perfect picture of royal continuity. As the cheers rang out and music filled the streets below, Monaco wasn't just celebrating its national pride. It was celebrating resilience, rebirth, and a royal love story that had come full circle. In a world where doubt so often overshadows devotion, this was a moment of clarity. A moment where the world could once again believe in the enduring strength of royalty grounded in love and duty. So now we ask you, after witnessing this extraordinary return to form, this emotional and symbolic rebirth of a royal union, do you believe that Princess Charlene and Prince Albert have finally silenced the critics and emerged stronger than ever as Monaco's enduring pillars of grace?